like a true member of this community. So, it's Epiphany Sunday. You know what that means? Yes, no, maybe. I thought Terry gave y'all a crash course last week. You did, right? You talked about how the light comes on, and I don't even have to do anything today. She did it all last week. I could just sit down and we'd be good. Play that beautiful footage, but we don't have. So, anyway, Epiphany Sunday, also known as Three Kings Sunday. So on this Sunday, usually what you talk about is, apparently I need to put a cough drop in my mouth.
No, it's up to you.
A cough drop waved at me. Do I sound really, really bad? Okay. So, normally what you talk about today is about how the three wise ones show up, right, in the presence of Jesus for the first time. So, Epiphany is, last year we talked about how it's sort of like the aha moment. It's like, oh, that's what this is all about. So the light bulb comes on. Okay. The true meaning behind today, the way it's been handed down, right, is this was the first time God in Jesus, God in human form, would be in the presence of the Gentiles. The Gentiles being anyone who was not Jew. So you have the three kings who come, and they're the Gentiles. Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1 says, "Arise and shine, for your light has come." And then it goes on to talk about how all the people who had lived in darkness, guess what? You don't have to anymore. The light's here. And everybody later points back and goes, that was prophecy. I was talking about Jesus. So we show up and Jesus is here and it's like the light has come. Okay, well, then how come there's still bad stuff? Remember when we first started our Advent journey, I talked about how as above, so below? That was what I was waiting for. That's what my season of waiting was about. As above, so below. Meaning the things of God, the thinking of God, the way of being that God taught through Jesus finally clicks and all of us do it. Marcy laughed. It's possible. All things are possible. So Jesus comes and Jesus is this light, and then you get into Jesus' life. 1 John. I don't know if you hit this one last week. 1 John chapter 1, verse 5. And these are the disciples writing. This is after the death of Jesus. This is the message we heard from him and declare to you. God is light. In God there is no darkness at all. If we claim to have fellowship with God yet walk in the darkness, we lie, and we do not live by the truth. But if we walk in the light, as God is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and Jesus, his Son, purifies us. God, Jesus, light. And if we say we follow Jesus, what things are we not supposed to do anymore? All of the yucky stuff that's over here. All of the talking bad about other people, stealing, cheating, anything that causes harm to any person or to yourself. That's the stuff you're supposed to avoid. You're supposed to walk in the light. Have you ever been in a really, really dark room? Really, really dark. And then the light comes on and what happens? Oh, my eyes! Especially if it's really, really bright. Sometimes we have been in such a dark place, living in such bad, yucky ways, that when the light of God penetrates our hearts, it's, oh, that's painful. You want me to stop doing what? What you mean I gotta love everybody? No, God. Let's talk about this. There need to be some loopholes. There needs to be a way around it. I shouldn't have to love everybody. I should be able to pick and choose. Did you find a pick and choose in the Bible when you were reading it? It is not a choose your own adventure book. Everybody remember what those are?
Oh, yes.
You read and you get to the bottom of the page and it says, to see Jane do X, turn to page blah blah. To see Jane do Y, turn to blah blah. Choose your own adventure. The Bible ain't like that. God said, love everybody. And that was that. It wasn't, okay, so I'm going to need you to love. You just pick some folks, okay? You just go love some people. It'll be okay. Just pick some. The rest of them, we'll get somebody else to handle. It does not say that. It says love everybody. What does it mean to love everybody? Y'all, it means hard work. It is work. So what is Epiphany? What is, Christy, more love crap? I'm tired of hearing about it. Well, maybe there's a reason. We like to say that we do it and that we do it really well. But the truth is, we all have room for improvement. We all have those places where when that one certain person texts us, we're like, I ain't going to respond to that. We all have that one person when we see them coming, we're like, is it lunchtime? Sorry, I'm out. I got to go to lunch. And we take off. Why? Because sometimes we just really, really suck at this loving people thing. And do you know why we really, really suck at it sometimes? Because we get so full of ourselves. And when you're so full of yourself and your own light, guess whose light you're putting out? The light of the Spirit of God. When God's light shines here, it's brighter than anything else. And if I look at you and I can't see that light, you might need to go back and talk with God and go, wait, am I dampening your light? Am I really letting you shine? Am I really living in your light? Am I really walking in your light? Or am I only giving it lip service? Lip service, we know what that is, right? It means we just talk about it and we don't really go do it. Am I really dedicating my life to being a person who walks in true light, who walks in true love? Or am I, yeah, me and God, we good. And then as soon as your back's turned, throw some ugly sign language at you or something. Am I really a person who seeks to do good in all situations? Because, you know, if you're going to walk in the light, and Jesus was the example of walking in the light, Jesus did all kind of good stuff. The one time when he flipped the tables, still good. Still good. Had to be done. Who else was going to do it? The whole point of everything you get in here is about the light of God trying to penetrate humanity. When you read the first creation story, what does it say? God said, let there be light. And there was light. And then who messed it up? Humanity. Then God says, I'm going to give you instructions to build a temple. You're my chosen people. We're going to build a temple. And they do. And you have the inner room, or, you know, the Holy of Holies. And only the priest could go beyond that curtain. Then you have this little room outside of that where all the Jews could be. But did you know there was also an area called the Gentile temple? See, already from the beginning, God was thinking about all the people who were not Jews. God wanted a relationship with everybody, not just the Jews. If he didn't want a relationship with everybody, she, they, whatever, didn't want a relationship with everybody, it wouldn't have been included. But there was this space. There was space, even in the beginning, for everybody that was not Jew to be at the temple, to be in the presence of God. It's the same now. We have to make room for everybody. Even the people that aggravate us. Even the preacher when she sounds like gravel's in her throat. We have to make room for everybody. And what it means for true light to shine on us as a church is that we quit worrying so much about this space and being here and being church, and we find ways to go out there and be church. Because it matters what you're doing when you're outside of here. It means us getting up and going, well, I like being there on Sunday mornings, but today, how about we go to Lake Ella? We have church out of Lake Ella today. It'll change everything. It'll look different. There won't be the drum set. There won't be the keyboard. There won't be fancy microphones. But will it diminish what you're doing? No. Why? Because you're out there and you're sharing love and light with every person you meet. Epiphany. The aha. The light shining so brightly that everything changes. And that's what it's about. That's what it's all about. It has to shine so brightly that we can't contain it. It has to shine so brightly that we can't even think about trying to live our life without first going, Holy Spirit, you with me? What we doing today? Where you want to go? What you want to do? Did you catch the theme in the songs? Epiphany is wanting God to reveal, wanting to leave room for God to wow you, wanting to leave room for God to go, poof, there it is. And for you to go, wow, that's more than I ever thought it could be. When I was a kid, I was scared of the dark. I would cry until my mom would turn a light on for me. And then when she would turn the light on for me, you would think that would be enough. It was never enough. She would turn the light on and I'd lay there with the covers pulled up underneath my nose, scared to death. And when I heard her backing her into the house, I would get up and I would go lay in the light. Bring the pillow and the blanket and I would lay in the light. God's light is shining and we need to take our pillow and our blanket and everything else and we need to go lay there. We need to be in the light. We need to stay there and hold on to it and don't be moved from it. Because only then can we do the work that we're supposed to do. We're going to have a business meeting after this. You're going to hear about finances. You're going to hear about things that are going to make you go, ugh. But it doesn't change who God is. It doesn't change this love that came to change everything, to rearrange how we did church, how we communicated, how we were in relationship with one another. It doesn't change. It stays the same. It's always the same. It's always God saying, I'm here, I love you, come to me, be with me, be in my light, and let's do this thing together. Every page of it is about that. It's about freedom. And the freedom comes by stepping from the dark into the light. By hearing God call you by name and going, yes, God. By choosing to say, Holy Spirit, have your way. By choosing to say, I'll put you first. Not in 2019, although that's a great start. But every day of every year, every moment of my life, I choose light. I choose love. I choose God. That's Epiphany. When you realize the change that God revealing God's self really has. And if you don't have a moment where that makes you pause and go, wow, come talk with me or Marcy. And let us take you through it again one more time. Because there is a love that never dies. There is a love that is greater than any love you've ever known. There is a love that doesn't give up on you. It doesn't quit on you. Doesn't matter who else quits you. God don't quit you. Amen. Doesn't matter who says you can't. You got God saying you can. This love is bigger than anything the world will throw at you. And even though you will feel like you can't go on, this love is right there in your corner going, come on, boo, we got this. Come on, get up one more time. We've got this. We're going to do this. And you might not feel good today. You might not even feel good tomorrow, but we're going to keep doing this thing, and we're going to keep doing this thing until what? Until you stand on the other side going, God, look what we did. Look what we came through. That's the kind of love that this is about. The kind of love that frees you. The kind of love that takes you where everybody else says you couldn't go. The kind of love that says you're more than you even think you are. There's a poem, and I'll close with this. If I can get it to work. It's called Our Deepest Fear. It's by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel unsure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us. It is in everyone. As we let our own light shine, we consciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That's what this is about. That's what that light's about. That's what all of this is about. It's about saying, this love never dies, this love never quits, this love never runs, this love frees us. And if I can be free, and Marcy can testify, if I can be free, anybody can be free by saying, I choose love and I choose light. And now back to Isaiah 60. What did it say? Arise and shine. See, the light came. The light beckons you. But now you have work to do. You have to get up. That's what arise means. You have to arise. And you have to let that light and that love shine through you. And all the people said, Amen.